Okay everyone, I'm going to do a bit of a voiceover for this video, so let's get to it. Right off the bat, I'm taking apart this desk here to put in place a racking system. Well, I say that for some reason I'm actually taking it apart in the video for reasons I cannot even remember. Anyway, this is me attempting to look arty and popping off the top of the paint and showing you how to paint, which again is just weird. I don't know why I did that, but yeah, there it is. And more paint. Lovely. Okay, right, the real deal. Look at those, look at the quality tanks, look. All Opti-white glass from All Pond Solutions and some punchy little lights with them as well. So we've got a stack of 3 there. I'm hoping to do a different kind of, style of Aquascape for each one. We're starting with rock only Hardscape for this first one. So let's put the rocks in. So technically I'm creating like a kind of wall area, if you like, in one corner. So it will give us a triangular composition, or the base and the starting points for a triangular composition. Just place them all on, fiddle around with it until you're happy with it. At the end of the day, it's your Aquascape if you're going to do this yourself. So it doesn't have to be perfect either, because nature isn't perfect. So you can see I'm following some sort of lines there with the strata, but you don't always do that. Every now and again you can jolt off however you want. Right, that's filter floss. I'm using that now to plug any gaps between the base of the tank and the rocks themselves. And this is my special substrate that everyone keeps talking about, but it's just aquasoil, a little bit of sand, a little bit of gravel. You can see there, look, if it focuses. There we go. Yeah, it's nothing special. We'll just use it to bulk out the planting areas, really. Now I'm pouring the decorative sand in front of the Aquascape wall, if you like. Nice thin layer. It's just decorative, so it's not going to have any planting in it. Use something, any tool you like, just to push the sand right up to the base of the rocks, just to make sure none of the substrate behind comes through. And I'm weirdly just being obsessive over details, really. That didn't need to happen, but never mind. I also like to pour some sand on top of the substrate at the back, just because I find it much easier to plant into proper sand. Sand sort of grips stem plants, if you like. Now a lovely shot of my discus tank, because A, I love it, and B, it's really good for just siphoning off a little bit of water that I can then use for new setups. This way the water's sort of mature water, if you like. Some people say it makes no difference, but I've always found that I've had really good success when I use water that's been in that discus tank. It's full of sort of water fleas and all sorts of microorganisms you can't even see. And I just find that it gives the best start possible to a no filter tank. It's not essential, because I've done it before without that, but I just, peace of mind, I just do it each time now. I've got the option to, so why not? So you can see I just used those rocks at the front there just to stop the water disturbing the sand too much. So we can take them out, and then we can just use our tool again just to flatten it out a bit, make it look a bit more presentable at the front. I'm not doing that very well at all, but never mind. And we got there in the end. Okay, our plants. Okay, it's so hard to pronounce all these, so I'm just gonna. There you go. Ninja proposes Limnophilia. Nah, not happening. Just read it. There's a little shot there of the polysperma. And a nice out of focus shot of me planting it. Really slick. that's better. Okay, so that Rotala bonsai you can see there, it's half large leaves and half small, and that's just where it's converting to its submerged state. When you buy a lot of plants, they've been grown out of water, so when you put them in, they change slightly. Obviously there's not as much access to carbon dioxide from the atmosphere underwater, so things tend to shrink because of that, but I think they look better anyway when in their submerged forms. So shorter stems at the front, and gives you a nice sort of slanted or angled planting pattern, which looks much more pleasing to the eye. And that's something you can just keep on going with and trimming in that way if you want to. Do whatever you want really, but it tends to be more pleasing to follow some sort of lines with your composition. Okay, I'll be quiet now guys and just let you enjoy the final scape. We'll be putting shrimp into the tank within the next 4 weeks or so. With no filter tanks, it's best to leave it a good while before adding any sort of fish. Remember, if you haven't subscribed already, please do. Check out my Patreon if you're interested in supporting me and possibly funding a larger studio at some point. Okay, cheers.